One day the people who didn't believe in you will tell everyone how they met you. Laugh as much as you breathe. Do what you really want to do. Don't play their game. Don't do what they want. Find your own way. It's only a bad day, not a bad life. Just keep moving forward and don't give a shit about what anybody thinks. Do what you have to do for you. I think everybody is weird. We should celebrate our individuality and not be embarrassed or ashamed of it. Success doesn't change you, it reveals you. Not all treasure is silver and gold, mate. I think the thing to do is enjoy the ride while you're on it. Me, I'm dishonest. And you can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest. Honestly, it's the honest ones you have to watch out for. If you love two people at the same time, choose the second one, because if you really loved the first, you wouldn't have fallen for the second. You can close your eyes to the things you don't want to see, but you can't close your heart to the things you don't want to feel. It hurts so much to want something you can't have. We're all damaged in our own way. Nobody's perfect. I think we're all somewhat screwy. Every single one of us. People cry. Not because they are weak. It is because they have been strong for too long. There comes a time when a good man must wear a mask. Music touches us emotionally, where words alone can't. Now, bring me that horizon. I just try to stay in a constant state of confusion just because of the expression it leaves on my face. My body is my journal and my tattoos are my story. I found evil in myself a long time ago, and I've accepted it. We're old friends. My sickness is that I am fascinated by human behavior. By what's underneath the surface, by the words inside the people. You gotta be careful. Don't say a word to nobody about nothing anytime ever. There is a drive in me that won't allow me to do certain things that are easy. There are 4 questions of value in life here, broken by what is sacred, of what is the spirit made, what is worth living for, and what is worth dying for. The answer to each is the same. Only love. Love is not blind. It simply enables one to see things others fail to see. I like the challenge of trying different things and wondering whether it's going to work or whether I'm going to fall flat on my face. They say the world used to be bigger. The world's still the same, there's just less in it. I think, as an actor, it is good to feel the fear of failing miserably. I think you should take that risk. Fear is a necessary ingredient in everything I do. I'm normal, well, semi-normal. If you choose to lock your heart away, you lose it for certain. The problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude about the problem. If someone is being bullied or feels like an outsider, and they relate to something that I've done, even if it's just igniting a spark, that's great. I had that feeling as a kid. I was messed with no end. I'm just an actor, and if I can leave something behind that my kids will be proud of, then that's what I want. I don't want my kids to be embarrassed by anything I've done. I think, as an actor, It is good to feel the fear of failing miserably. I think you should take that risk. Fear is a necessary ingredient in everything I do. You use your money to buy privacy because during most of your life you aren't allowed to be normal. I am doing things that are true to me. The only thing I have a problem with is being labeled. Everything is just very blurry. I've never had proper vision. The thing is, even if you're playing sort of a heightened character and playing inside sort of a heightened reality, you can still apply your own truths to those characters. Love as long as you live. I'm attracted to the extreme light and the extreme dark. I'm interested in the human condition and what makes people tick. I'm interested in the things people try to hide. I don't trust anyone who hasn't been self-destructive in some way, who hasn't gone through some sort of bout of self-loathing. You've got to bang yourself around a bit to know yourself. I just don't know if movies can ever be considered art, because there's so much money involved. It's all about commerce. I don't think art can come from that place. I don't think anybody's necessarily ready for death. You can only hope that when it approaches, you feel like you've said what you wanted to say. Nobody wants to go out in mid-sentence. I'm having too much fun today to worry about tomorrow. When I see someone who just follows their dream and succeeds, and just does basically what they want to do and doesn't have to answer to anyone, obviously not harming anyone, that's great. Money doesn't buy you happiness, but it buys you a big enough yacht to sail right up to it. Laugh as much as you breathe and love as long as you live. I think everybody is weird. We should all celebrate our individuality and not be embarrassed or ashamed of it. We don't always cry because we are weak. Sometimes we cry because we have been strong, brave and courageous for way too long. Love is one of the hardest words to say and one of the easiest to hear. The only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. If they let me choose between you and the dog, I'll choose the dog. If someone were to harm my family or a friend or somebody I love, I would eat them. I might end up in jail for 500 years, but I would eat them. Most people are really nuts and that's fascinating to me. School's a weird thing. I'm not sure it works. It's important to keep challenging myself and try to come up with some new face every now and again. I just watched cartoons for 3 years, and that had a strong effect on me. Ugliness is better than beauty. It lasts longer and in the end, gravity will get us all. I'm an old-fashioned guy. I want to be an old man with a beer belly sitting on a porch, looking at a lake or something. I actually tell lies for a living. Exactly. I mean, that's what acting is, really.